Regarding the Fellowship of the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, you'll often hear the expression, the unbroken line. That's because its member artists have been helping one another since 1897. Last week, I went to see this year's annual fellowship show and got to meet someone very special.
Hi, my name is Bridgette Mayer. I'm the owner and director of the Bridgette Mayer Gallery located at 7th and Walnut on Washington Square in Philadelphia. I'm so pleased to be presenting the 127th edition of PAFA's Fellowship exhibition. I'm so excited to have curated the exhibition. I hope you get to see it.
Thanks so much for doing this, Bridgette. Before I start peppering you with questions, let's begin to take a look at this year's unbroken line. And don't worry, I'll identify all the artists and their works as well as the prize winners at the end of this movie. How did the fellowship connect with your gallery?
The connection was made between the fellowship and the Bridgette Mayer Gallery by the current president reaching out to me to see if there would be some interest in doing a curated show.
Barbara Sawson really has worked tirelessly in moving the fellowship forward over the past years. We owe her a debt of gratitude for so much, including finding you. Bridgette, how long have you had your gallery? And why did you think that partnering with the fellowship would be a good idea?
My gallery's been open for 24 years, and we have not partnered with the fellowship on any exhibitions. So I thought, why not? I think it's a great opportunity to support and highlight artists that have gone to PAFA or have been involved with PAFA. It seems to me that the city at this particular moment in time needs more support. So that's how the connection was made.
Your gallery is especially known for abstract art. Did this preference affect your curation of the fellowship show?
That's correct, that in my gallery, abstract artists are the primary focus of my program, but that doesn't affect how I curate exhibitions. I don't always curate around personal tastes of mine. Yes, of course, I pick work that resonates with me, that I think is strong artistically or compositionally. But I also wanted to really honor the range of applications that we were getting with artists doing figurative work, landscape-based work, digital art, sculpture. So I really wanted to balance all these different aesthetic approaches and put together a rich and multifaceted exhibition.
Well, you've certainly given us not just a rich variety of styles, but also of media.
I was very intentional with wanting to balance the show between paintings, works on paper, sculpture, mixed media, and also digital art. So that was very intentional on my part. We had over 125 applications, so it was a lot to decide on. The footprint of the ground floor space is 1,500 square feet. So I was also very intentional on wanting to curate the right number of works in and not overcrowd my space so that each artist selected would have room around their work and the viewer would have room to really take in and appreciate the work.
In our strange new winner-take-all world of AI and wealth concentration, do you have any forecasts for the art world? Will there still be a place for handmade paintings and sculpture made by artists who are good but not famous?
I don't have any forecast. I think everyone knows that handmade objects tend to be more highly valued and sought after than computer-generated images. I'm seeing AI come into the art world through images that are being generated. I think they're eventually going to make their way more and more into the marketplace. But for me personally, I prefer old-fashioned mixing of paints and painting and carving and sculpting and doing printmaking and all the mediums that artists do by hand. So although the marketplace will continue to shift, it's no different with cryptocurrency and blockchain that's coming into the mainstream as well. And people are really just trying to navigate what that looks like for them.
A hardball question. I'm going to assume that I'm a disgruntled artist. Why didn't I get into this show?
If there were artists that didn't get into the show, know that it was a really tough show to curate. We had a number of amazing applicants that I did say no to. For some reason, people decided to apply to my show with huge paintings, and I didn't want one painting to take away 3 or 4 spots from other artists. So that was a reason that many artists didn't get in. But I hope overall that the public, that the artists in the show, that people that have been part of the fellowship over many years, that they enjoy it, that they can appreciate the quality and the artistry of their colleagues and peers. We've sold a few pieces and we will continue to work on that as well. Thank you for your great questions.
And thank you for your wonderful support of the Fellowship of the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts. The 2025 Fellowship Show will be up at the Bridgette Mayer Gallery through January 25th. Here's a list of this year's prize winners, followed by all the included artworks. Pause to read the details and enjoy the unbroken line.